I think that's it. That is. Uh, yeah, that one, that one does more damage. At least it costs more, but it also does more damage when you have a higher level. So when you use it multiple times in a certain time frame. So Kog'Maw picking up the dragon there with the help of Draven, and in the meantime, Nidalee is in some trouble here. Nobody really cares about her apparently, but she is going to get out, no problem. Well, in hindsight, no problem. I mean, I'm pretty sure she didn't want it to get. She didn't want to get that low. And oh, one more ultimate, and it is going to hit. Nice, 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 nice. And this guy should be able to block at least one spell here. Yeah, unfortunately, the AOE from that ultimate from Kog'Maw is really, well, small. And oh, going to get a double kill here. Come on. There you go. Double kill. Yeah. Obviously he was dead there after Elisa jumped on him, but he got the damage done. Elisa died, yeah, well, just to his abilities. And of course the Nocturne should have known better than to kill a Kog'Maw when you're low health. But yeah, well, if you keep him alive, he's probably going to kill you as well. So yeah. Anyway, nice pickup there. We are 10-2, which is a pretty impressive score, to be honest, on a jungler. Well, especially if you jungle or even play him for the first time. Yeah, that's pretty impressive. But yeah, it's all about hitting that that ultimate. Wow, that damage. Does she have Sheen? No, that is just her damage. Okay. That was pretty impressive damage. I kind of assumed she had Lich Bane, but apparently not. And we are going to get, yeah, caught a little bit here. Yeah, Lux is not really scared of that at all. Like, at all. Just going to smash her face in, and yeah, well, on to the next one. Oh, yeah, now she's dead, or she should at least be dead, because, no, yeah, there she goes. Yeah, the Nocturne was really going for that. He knew he was dead, at least I'm assuming, but he did get 500 gold out of that. Just like he got 500 gold off of the Kog'Maw kill earlier. And that makes that, he's picking up some nice gold there for suicide kills. 8,000 gold now, and yeah, compare that to the rest, you can see he's pretty high up. I mean, the enemy team, so our team, has a little more gold, but well, we picked up 2 dragons already. Plus, I think 2. At least 1. But I think 2. Yeah, anyhow, we're also a little bit ahead in kills and such, and well, all in all, a lot ahead in gold. 4,000 gold, it's about 10%. And yeah, 10% ahead is obviously normally good enough if you can keep that up. It's good enough to well, get the kills in the late game and thereby win. Because it's all about that last team fight, and in that last team fight, yeah, it's important to have as much going as you can. And oh, close, but no. Yeah, he's not going to catch up this time, and unfortunately he did not explode on Fizz. Could have gone on Fizz and given an opportunity for a kill to Nidalee, but obviously Nidalee was very low, so I don't think she could have picked it up anyway. Yeah, all in all, pretty good match so far. Pretty, yeah, standard match, so not a whole lot of interesting moments. And finally we get the tower in top lane. That tower had been standing for so long, even though, well, the lane is so easy to push if there's no one there. So yeah, every now and then you need to go visit those lanes that, well, just have the turrets on there. So if you still have the first turret up, like in this bottom lane, yeah, you might want to visit that just to pick up the turret, because, well, it's a lot of gold. 750 gold for the team, obviously. And Kog'Maw going to hold off this push, because they're going to, if they're not careful, they're going to lose this tower for no reason at all. Oh, very nicely done. Very nicely done. The ultimates from Lux really helping out there. I think they could have picked up the kill anyway, but definitely a good job. And I don't know which spell got blocked by the spell shield on... it's not actually called spell shield, but it is a spell shield. But anyway, which one got blocked by the spell shield on Nocturne? But yeah, definitely not the Lux ultimate. And oh, yeah, they still pick up the kills. So yeah, ultimates for no reason, and yeah, we're going to just run out with Alistar, and obviously that was not where Kog'Maw needed to be. Yep, that was definitely overextended, and we are going to continue on. Finally, the turrets get taken out. 2 turrets down on that right lane, just by Blitzcrank, who thought, well, let's just push that lane for a little bit. And as you can see, Lux is really doing a good job of picking up kills and actually going to jump over. And oh, blue buff just came up. But Blitzcrank is here to make sure that at least Elisa cannot pick that up. And yeah, Lux has to, yeah, she has to back off. There is no way, and Blitzcrank is going to extend super far for this. I don't know why. There's really no way for him to kill that that Fizz. Even if there was no backup coming, there was no way for him to kill that. And really, you're going to whatever. She accidentally, I guess, aggroed Baron there, but stayed in the range and took quite a bit of damage. About 1/3 of her health completely gone for no reason at all. So in the meantime, yeah, Draven pushing this lane, even though it was already pushed because, well, that's what Blitzcrank did. So yeah, pushing that lane, and now we're losing all kinds of kills to stupid things. This is really the part of the game that I normally hate very, very much, because now everyone's derping. I don't really understand whether people cannot concentrate for this long, or people are really just worse in the late game. But yeah, they're overextending all the time. They're not grouping up at all. They just run into enemies and hope to get a kill. But yeah, well, if the enemies are 2 versus 1, they're always going to win. And yeah, Blitzcrank is not going to find this in time. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Could have launched Q in there just to make sure that he didn't miss it. But yeah, who does that? I mean, but he could have. He could have. But once again, yeah, we see this guy just completely on his own over here, so all the way in the enemy's jungle, and that is just very, very aggressive and yeah, foolish. You need to make sure that, especially in the late game, you don't get killed, because if you lose one guy, and for example this Lux, yeah, it has been out for such a long time, and now Kog'Maw, we're going to see here what the respawn time on him will be. But yeah, that's exactly the way it is here. 50-second respawn time, which means that your team is 1 man short for 50 seconds. And is that really worth it? So is it worth it to do a little bit of harassment and then leave your team with 1 member short for 50 seconds? I don't think so. But anyhow, yeah, we're going to have to deal with it anyway. And Fizz is not going to get out. Thought he was just going to recall, but now he's in trouble, because now it's 2 versus 1 on him. Yep, it doesn't even matter. Just Nidalee was good enough to get that, and oh, both Dravens doing this, and this might actually be a kill. No! Oh, he ran out. He ran to the side. And yeah, they're still going to... No, not pick up the Nidalee. Oh man, that was so close. And she is still so dangerous. Oh, so ballsy. A little bit too ballsy. But hey, Lux, Lux almost grabbed the kill there. She wasn't fast enough, but she does grab the kill on Alistar. It's not worth it, obviously, because she has a 60-second cooldown, and she is a carry. She currently has, what, 13k gold, whereas Alistar has 8k gold. 8.8, I'll give you that. So, yeah, you basically take out a little bit of damage and utility and blah blah on the enemy team, but you get rid of a whole lot more for your team, and that of course is not really what you want to do. I like the Iceborne Gauntlet, by the way, on Blitzcrank or on a support, because it really helps your team. Because if you can get the slow on someone, then yeah, you help out your team. And I really thought he was going to pull Fizz there, but didn't even attempt it. And he doesn't have anything supporty, by the way. That is surprising. I guess, well, Blitzcrank can be played as just a 5th character instead of being a real support. But yeah, he has 93 minions, so he kind of, yeah, he kind of rolls with someone like Nidalee. Yeah, it's kind of equal. Still has a pretty decent amount of gold. And definitely not building any ruby side stones and such. Because that kind of nonsense, yeah, that's for supports, man. Anyhow, we get killed here by by Elisa. Elisa, who's going to get, oh, not a double kill, but at least not another kill there for the team. But yeah, she is doing a good job of just being where, well, the enemies are, and she has been picking off quite a few of them when they overextend. So yeah, we are still ahead in gold, but not in kills anymore. So the enemy team really thinking they came back. Obviously, they haven't really come back. It's still 10% behind. Well, a little bit less, I guess. But still, the absolute value of that is definitely higher than it was. And still, even after that kill, still 5k gold between them. And now it's 4k gold, 4.5. 4.5k gold between them. And it was 4k in the previous check. But yeah, obviously, if you have 56k gold, then it doesn't really matter whether you have 4k gold more or less. It's still a pretty significant amount, but it's all about who gets it and what you do with it. It is Kog'Maw who has the most gold, and then Lux, but the rest is pretty well spread out. On this team, however, there's one guy, the Draven, who has all the gold, and that makes, well, the red team just more damage heavy, because they can definitely do what this team cannot, which is if everyone supports or protects this guy, they can take out the whole enemy team. And our team really needs everyone to be alive and everyone to be grouped up to take out the enemy team, because our gold is so spread out. So the team gold really doesn't mean that much. Of course, the fact that we have so much gold, yeah, that makes up for that a little bit. And as you can see, by now we get one shot on virtually every minion. So yeah, that's the beauty of AP Kog'Maw, AP everything. If you have AoE spells, then you can take out the minions pretty quickly. And really should just fight. Yeah, here you go, at least picking up another kill here. Yep, there you go. And Blitzcrank once again dies. Blitzcrank should really just stay with his Draven or with Nidalee. Someone who does more damage, because Kog'Maw is going to die if they dive on him. But someone like Draven can actually stay alive for quite a long time. that is way better, of course, to stay with. Yeah, nicely done. The Lux actually hits the snare, and that makes that she can just walk out. Blue buff is up, and it would be good if she picked that up before an enemy picks that up. Yep, there we go. And a little bit of damage from the Draven ultimate. Well, a little bit. Wow, that took out everything. And then Lux ulted the same minion wave. But she was too late, so she took nothing out of that. Yeah. Talk about a waste of ultimate. So yeah, our Draven completely melts to enemy Draven, but there is no protection for this guy. Oh, unfortunately he did not position that ultimate very well. Those last two ultimate stacks, and only got one hit out of 3 shots. But might actually be able to still do this when they come in for the next try. Nope, nope, nope. Not hitting any of the ultimates. And that is very important on Kog'Maw. He's out of mana currently. That is sucky. He will need to go home and just get his mana back, because without mana, AP Kog'Maw doesn't do anything. Because you can't use spells if you're not, well, if you're out of mana. And he is going to pick up this minion wave, obviously, and now probably going to go back for that mana. In the meantime, Nocturne trying to steal as much as possible. And we are indeed going to get a little bit of damage on him. But that's about it. Not a whole lot of other things that Lux can do here. And yeah, once again overextended. And once again just derping around. So yeah, we have been derping for quite a while. It's kind of time to not do that anymore. And to just group up and just kill the enemy team, because, well, all you need to do is focus Draven. Whether you kill him or just damage him heavily, it doesn't matter, because as long as he's not in the in the fight, then it's all good. And as you can see, he's not in this fight, so yeah, they're probably going to win this. And they should be able to grab the kill on that guy. Yep, they are. And oh, no, 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 hang on. Nidalee died, but Elise jumped out. Thought the guy died, that died was the Elise, but no, Elise jumped out and Nidalee died. Yeah, so we are going to win that fight at least. We are going to, however, not group up, because Lux is once again all the way in the front. This time it doesn't result in her dying. But it might still. We're not there yet. She can do it again. And yeah, every time she overextends and dies, they lose one of their main carries. And that is just, yeah, that's just terrible. I mean, Blitzcrank doing this, yeah, that's all good. I mean, he's Blitzcrank, he's a support. Doesn't really matter what he does in the late game. As long as he doesn't give away too much gold, it should all be good. And once again, what was that, by the way? Yeah, it steals movement speed, that's what I thought, but sorry about that. I will see that again. I kind of didn't recognize the item. And I wanted to make sure that I did know what it did. I thought it might be a slow, but it would be more likely to be a steal. Because, well, we have so many slows already. And there aren't a whole lot of actives with a slow, so items have an active slow. But man, once again, we didn't group up and we got killed. Come on, Nidalee, make this work. Well, she got 2 kills, so she did make it work. It's a 4 for 5, and what is this guy going to do? He is going to attempt to take out the inhibitor, but doesn't manage to do so. In fact, the inhibitor is going to be full health by the time we're back up. Or, well, the enemies are back there. And now we finally have an enemy overextending, and it is the major carry here. So this pickup will be the end of the game. I've said it all game. If you pick off the one guy that does well, and yeah, 19k gold, that's the guy that does well, they lose 19k gold out of their damage. And yeah, you shouldn't just overextend like that on your own. Well, I guess overextending is mostly done on your own, but you can overextend with 2 guys, even with 5 guys, depending on how far behind you are, or ahead. If you're ahead, you can't really overextend with 5 guys, unless you dive the towers, but yeah, whatever. Yeah, we are grouping up at least, and hopefully we will stay grouped up. And well, they have 16 more seconds. They should be able to get some more kills out of this. Yeah, that's 1. And come on, get more out of this. Oh wow, the javelin doing no damage at all. Nidalee, yeah, building AD, which is of course valid, but it doesn't really do damage for the with the javelin there. And oh, are we going to lose? No, he's going to die again. Wow, all 5 still available. So all 5 champions are still here, and Blitzcrank, get out of there. Oh, that was so risky. Yeah, they're going to finish it right here. But that first kill on Draven was huge, because that actually made that they could do this. That's why they pushed forward so much, and Draven dying the second time made that the enemy team had no chance anymore. So anyhow, that's all she wrote, I guess. Here's the gold. Here are the builds. Yeah, I got some comments on one of the previous games that I should click the champion I'm commenting on, because otherwise we can't see the build. I was like, duh, there's this whole screen underneath here. What are you talking about? But anyway, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. GG!